Hey, what's up, everyone? Good morning. We are live. A little downturn on the market. We have a breakout of this channel. And might be able to consider this short here. It just got to my desk, so I don't know if I'm going to jump into it or not, but it's looking pretty decent. Don't know about this channel though. It might be skinnier. That looks pretty good. Yeah, you might consider this short. Hey, Paul, Oceans, Fernando, good morning, y'all. We have 5 minutes till the open. Morning, Dustin. Hey, Robert. Yeah, this setup is really tempting here. I think I'm going to skip it just given the fact that we're about to open here in 4 minutes. It's not moving super fast, but if you were so inclined, this is a pretty decent setup right here. Morning, Bruno. Hey, Ian. Good morning to you. Hey, Roberta. Hey, Bill. Hey, Neil. This setup is paying off so far. You could have already gotten out for a scalp here if you decided to take that. It's gone 1-to-1 too. So you'd be out on 1-to-1. And really nothing wrong with that setup. Again, the reason I didn't take it is I just sat down at my desk. It's one rule I have for myself. I don't jump into a trade right when I sit down. I need to get a feel for the market for a bit. Oceans, you got it? Nice. We got 19 seconds to the open, and we are already past all the news we're going to have for the day. So we will cross our fingers and hope we get some decent volume, as the FOMC is tomorrow. There we go. So that gap from the previous day just now being filled on ES. We'll see if this acts as an area to bounce or if we keep on going. Also just realized I need to reset or reload my data, which I haven't done yet. Hey, morning, squid. I'm eyeing some sort of channel like this on Nasdaq. We got that previous all-time high marked out, as we never really tested that on yesterday's breakout, so we might go down there this morning. This may have been a bear trap. We do have a gap to the upside too that has not been filled from overnight. And right above that we have the all-time high. Nasdaq, same deal, gap above, and then the all-time high is right above that. Will be interesting to see what happens before the Fed. This might be a secondary channel on NQ too. Fits pretty well. Alright, so let's see what this short looks like here as we're on a pullback. There's our first attempt to go lower. Right yonder. See if we can get one more and a bearish bar. All right, if we were looking to get that short, we need to see prices tick above all of this here. We have like several equal highs. We need to get above that, trigger some longs in, and then reverse hard. Wow, another equal high here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal highs here. You know there's some orders resting right there. Morning tick trader. Hey, Gong Show. All right, well, we never got that tick above, which would have been what we needed for that entry there. Judy asking, still expecting it to go short. Well, we're still in a downtrend, so yep, would not be looking for long, that's for sure. Buenos dias, Harmonious. See what happens back here at the EMA. If we get a nice bearish bar, it might be worthy of consideration. One thing to note is that we have a growing distance at the bottom of the channel. So if we like break out right here, it won't be good for shorts. We need to fill in some of the space. So we need to see a turn down in here, fill in some of this empty space. Otherwise our downtrend is going to start to look pretty suspect. And on a 5-minute basis, we have a bullish hammer here. Or at least on the Qs we do. Did not get the lower high there. Might be able to get it on the Nasdaq. It's got to turn down and finish on its low here though, which it doesn't look like it's going to do. Nope. ES looking a lot weaker. We could just get a little lower high that could give us an entry. Still did not have a lower high, as none of these bars have ticked higher than the previous one, except just there. But it's looking fairly bullish so far. Look at this massive spike here. Looking like a bear trap. That is why you wait for confirmation. We were waiting for a specific pattern, a lower high, and it just never happened. The only time we went higher was right here, and clearly we're not taking that short. So that's why you wait for confirmation. The market's telling you exactly what is most probable and most likely, and right there it was not a short. Nasdaq also having a big move up here. NQ is in the gap, headed towards that gap fill. Pretty likely that's going to happen at this point. And we're getting the pullback here. I'd be interested to see what happens at the EMA. If it looks really nice, we could consider it long, but so far it's not looking nice as we're having some stacked bearish bars here down to it. And yeah, we could be getting a new low of this downtrend. So if we had two lower highs, one right here and then one below the EMA, I'd consider taking that. But not really now with this bullish hammer. So EMA looks like it might be holding. S&P, we might end up having a wider channel up as well. Hey, Cricket. So yeah, it's really going to depend on the EMA here to help us determine the bias. We have two kind of competing things. One is this wider downtrend, which ought to take precedence to get a new low. But again, we have a lot of space here at the bottom. Strong push up. So we're kind of stuck between two patterns, and the EMA is going to be really helpful in helping us determine which way the market wants to go. And if you're chilling this morning, please hit that like button. Let your voice be heard. Support the channel. Would definitely appreciate it. Both indices still above their respective moving averages. Hey Diego, good morning to you. Nasdaq testing the EMA right now. Looks like it may want to drop. And if it does, we can have a good short in this area here, looking to get that downtrend. Here's that long entry if you are so inclined. I don't like the uncertainty around the bias right now, so and it didn't even end well. Hey there, good morning. Where are we gonna call you? We'll just call you Gaming. Good morning, Gaming. Neil's saying if we draw a wider downtrend from the high, that would mean we'd already made a break a new stream. Yeah, see, that's exactly the issue, Neil, is that I'm just not completely sure of the bias. So yeah, if we were to draw a wider downtrend from the top, I don't like that because that even looks like it fits less, right? You have even more space, unless you're talking about like maybe a narrower channel like that. But even that, like, there's just a lot of space at the bottom. So I don't know. The secondary channel was fitting better, in my opinion. So that's why I went with it. But given that there's multiple options, it's not super clear. That's kind of why I'm staying out of a trade right here. Gaming asking, is trading the Nasdaq better than the S&P? Really need to know. If you have to ask that question, no, it's probably not better for you. The Nasdaq is a lot more leveraged. So if you are not consistently profitable, it's a good way to lose money faster. But that's only if you're trying to actually trade real money. If you're on sim, definitely trade the Nasdaq, and you should be on sim anyway. Like, if you are not consistently profitable, you should be on a simulation account. But of course, most people don't heed that advice. They try to make money right away. They end up losing money. It just makes your process a lot longer. S&P still holding strong above the moving average, while the Nasdaq is starting to trade below it. If the Nasdaq gets above and gives us a higher low, I'd consider going long on that. All right, another rejection at the EMA here. Nasdaq kind of struggling. All right, there's the strong push up. We'll see about a higher low here in a minute. S&P already had what looks to be a break and a new high of this uptrend. Maybe a secondary channel going up, but yeah, just not looking great. Yeah, so I'd be needing a very strong second entry here on ES in order to take a trade, or a very obvious double lower high pushing below the EMA on the Nasdaq. Still consider that higher low. If we get a really nice one at the moving average here, might consider that for a long. And yeah, while we're waiting, I don't know if y'all saw in the Discord or on Twitter yesterday, but I did finally take a payout with Tradeify and was absolutely impressed, man. I was expecting, to be waiting a while and there may be back and forth. It literally took an hour, guys, between when I requested and when the money hit my account. Like, so crazy. It was super, super fast. So yeah, I was very impressed with the process. They have been my favorite funding company for a bit now, and that like cements it in. I'm like, yep, I'm sold. So really cool, really fast payout. Looking forward to taking more with them. And right now you can get 35% off the straight to funded accounts, or 50% off the traditional evals. The link is in the description. It's in the chat. The code right now, you can use my affiliate link. That'd be much appreciated. All that just goes to supporting the channel. And then the code to get the discount is SNOW. And that's good for another, I think another couple weeks here. Blue Collar asking, why are they better than Apex? Two reasons. One would be that they have a straight to funded option. As a profitable professional trader, I don't want to spend time in the eval stage. I just want to get right to it. So that is the first thing, is, hey, you can just get straight to earning money. And then the second now is the payout. Like, that was, Apex does not process payouts that fast. So those would be the two main reasons. Apex for sure has its advantages, right? I mean, you can get 20 accounts, and they have the crazy sales and everything. So I still trade Apex for sure. But when you're able to request a payout and get money, you know, a couple hours later. That is hard to compete with. Straight to a new low here on NQ. Quite the move. ES2, the EMA is not holding, but this does cement it in. This helps us understand the bias, so I am looking for a new low of that larger downtrend, and we'll be looking for a pullback to the EMA and a second entry short here. Blue collar asking what size Tradeify do I use? I have the 150K accounts. I think that's the only straight to funded option. I can't remember. Now I'm curious. Oh no, there's other straight to sim funded. Yeah, I did the biggest one. More drawdown, more breathing room, if you will. All right, let's see if we can get that short. Confirmed downtrend. We're looking for that move to a new low. Doesn't look like it's going to give us that pullback though. And Q still making that new low. Not even getting a bounce yet. And again, I think pretty likely that we come test that breakout area that we got from yesterday. We just never even came back there. So, you know, even if we end up being bullish on a higher time frame, pretty likely that we're going to come down there. Arms of Orion. What's up? What's up? It's an intense name. I was talking about Tradeify. The firm that has the straight to funding options and fast payouts. And that is, I'm gonna reference here. Yeah, it is in the description. Tradeify. really all the firms that I only list firms that I actually use myself, and now I've taken a payout from all of them, so I can vouch for all of them. They're all solid in their own ways. Tradeify is just my favorite at the moment. Take Profit actually has really nice, very quick payouts as well. So as far as like speed of payouts, those two firms would be top choice for sure. And Tick Trader also has a straight to funded option. I have not tried it out, just because it's not. I just haven't tried it out. But looks pretty solid. Like the rules are pretty straightforward. So, and they already have fast payouts for their regular account. So, I assume it would be the same for their straight to funded stuff too. All right, so we don't really have a short here anymore. We had this downtrend. We were looking for that pullback, but instead what we got was a little break right here. New low already made. And the Nasdaq is bouncing, so this could easily bounce here. But it's nice to see some decent movement. You know, this is the day before the FOMC, so you know, very likely it will settle into a range eventually today, but at least there's some movement in the morning. That's nice. In Q, we are still expecting a bounce here as we had a downtrend, a break, and a new low. So the downtrend very likely played out for the time being, looking for that bullish correction. You do have a double higher low here, might be worthy of considering, depending on how this bar forms. Might risk it. We do have a little divergence though. Yeah, I don't like that bar. Too much wick on the top of it. And the ES is going down currently. There is the new low on the ES. NQ as well, dropping with the ES. Hey, Tom, good morning. Looks like NQ might want to make a new low here, join ES, but on the ES, we would expect a bounce at some point in the near future because we had a downtrend, a break, and a new low, 2 legs. That's typically when you're going to see a move in the other direction. At least temporarily. I'm not saying we're going to reverse or anything, but the bulls should have their opportunity to try to push the market higher here. Hey, Alberta. Nice, Tom. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to be done trading for the year. The volume is going to continually dry up between here and the end of the year. Kind of the last hurrah will be the FOMC tomorrow, and we'll see if that can ignite a movement. After that, I mean, like, do you really think that asset managers on Wall Street are going to be trading like the week of Christmas? Like, no, they're on vacation. So, yeah, wise choice to take the rest of the year off. And appreciate you, Tom, still coming in and smashing the like button. That is doing your service out there, man. Love it. Yeah, so I will probably also, I'll trade the rest of this week, but I will also probably take Christmas week and then into New Year's off. Come back the first of the year, ready to get after it. Man, still dropping here. Right. Could this be the bounce we're waiting for? If it is, we're pretty up and down. Clearly a bit bearish this morning, but nothing crazy. Still a lot of up and down over the EMA, so I'd consider a reversal play. If it sets up real nice. Higher low right in here somewhere. And then one more right at the EMA. Take that for a reversal. I'd trade it on both indices too. If we get that on the Nasdaq, that would be solid. ES popping up strongly. Not offering us that higher low though. More likely to set up on the Nasdaq because we're still below the EMA. There's technically one higher low right here. We just need to push up and get one more right around there. And that'll be the reversal play. And we are still headed down. So today might be the inverse of yesterday, which if you were around yesterday, just non-stop buying all day. Every little dip got bought up, and might be the same today in reverse. Every little bounce gets sold. We'll see. It's a little too early to draw that conclusion just yet. The market has still just made that new low. We still have time for a bullish correction. if this is a wider downtrend, we'll need some confirmation first. So, you know, it'd be something like this. We would need to see, ideally, continued move down into here, and then a pullback, and that's where we'd want to short, somewhere in there. So keeping that in the back of my mind, we're gonna need to see some more action for that. Right now, this still does look just like move down, break, new low, and now we're kind of consolidating down here, possibly looking to bounce for a bullish correction. And I'd say the same for the Nasdaq, but yeah, for both of them, keeping an open mind for this possibility of the wider downtrend. It just needs to be more confirmed. It looks a lot better on the Nas for sure. But yeah, if we drop down a little bit more and then pulled back, that'd be a great spot for a short. Come on, ES. Let's make a decision here. What are we going to do? Right now, we've spent basically like 20 minutes going nowhere. In a trader's lifespan, that's like 3 hours. Yeah, for sure, Cricket. Yeah, that is one of the things that I think is shocking to a lot of people new to trading, is like how much waiting around is involved. If you don't have patience, you will not make it as a trader. If you can't sit there and do nothing for like an hour, you're gonna struggle. So it is helpful to have other things going, you know, maybe a book that you're reading or other work that you're doing or something like that. Can help pass the time. Of course, you just need to make sure that your eyes are on the market so you're not missing opportunities when they do come. That's kind of the, that's kind of the give and take there. Okay, some signs of life. Some signs of life, guys. Look alive. We got a green candle. Come on, man. And this, unfortunately, guys, may be the slowing down before the FOMC. I keep hopefully drawing these little uptrends that will get a bounce. But alas, even the little range doesn't fit. Yeah, cricket for sure. Got, I think, like 60K now. Which happened super, super fast. Alberta asking 3 touches and your profit never sold. In order for your order to get filled, it has to tick through. So it has to go past your order. So like if your order, let's say you're selling and you have your profit target right here, prices have to go 1 tick below that to get filled. Touching it will not do it. It has to go below most of the time. Every once in a while you'll get filled when it touches, but usually it has to go below or above for longs, obviously. No real pattern to trade this, guys, unless of course we get that larger downtrend. All right, maybe this is the bounce. Maybe this is the bounce, guys. Could this really be it? Tech Solutions says it's it. Alright, Tech Solutions, let's go. The prophecy must be fulfilled. And all I'm thinking about is, man, a cinnamon roll sounds freaking good right now. You guys know what I mean? Doesn't that sound amazing? But like maybe some steak and eggs too. Like steak and eggs and a cinnamon roll. $30 contracts long. Alright. That's some confidence. Tom, I've hit the age where eating a whole cinnamon roll makes me sick. Me too. Me too, but that doesn't stop me. Alright, here we go. We do have our bounce, so now we're looking for this uptrend to continue, get established, and then we'll look for a pullback on it. So we get up here somewhere, get something like that, that'll be a solid pattern to trade. And just as quick as that bounce came, just as quick as it's going away. Smacked down. That is why you wait for confirmation. Should put that saying on a mug. Yeah, for sure. Wait for confirmation. Another attempt, and this is starting to look a lot more range-like at this point. Yeah, that's really crazy structure to trade. Too bearish to buy, but we're too low to sell. We don't really have any sort of trend that we're working off right now. So just a matter of waiting on the market. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, hopefully we can get a setup here in the next couple of hours. I'm going to switch over to the Discord to hunt for that. Look forward to seeing many of you over there. And yeah, we got FOMC tomorrow, so don't go crazy today. Size small, size accordingly, and only take the good stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me as always, everybody. Appreciate you. Again, if you want to get in on those Tradeify accounts, which I took a payout yesterday, super fast. I know many people were asking me about those. Do they even pay out? Yes, they do. And it's really quick to boot. So information's in the whatever you call it, the info of the video if you want. And yeah, peace out, everybody. Take care.